All right. Oh, you've got a dog.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Her name is Rory.
Oh. All right. So let's start. So welcome again.
Thank
You
you.
know, at Eurovision France, we follow all the national selections, and I must admit, we had a massive crush on My Mind when you saw your video. It's fresh, it's stylish, it's colorful. It stayed on our heads for days. Did you expect this kind of reaction when you released that song?
I did expect big reaction, but you never know what's coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely I knew I bring something fresh and something new, especially for Croatia and everything. So I was expecting something, but didn't know what exactly.
So let's start to get you know. For people discovering you for the very first time through DORA, who is ZEVIN today?
Well, ZEVIN is a young artist. I have 22 years old. I'm creating music, visualizers, like directing, acting, everything. So the full package.
Yeah. Your music feels so pop, so arty and conceptual. How did your musical journey shape your that balance between accessibility and artistic expression?
Well, I always try to find some balance, like you said. I did listen when I was younger, of course, Balkan music, but then with time, I loved Jackson, Stromae. I like Little Big, and you always trying to bring a little bit of your artsy side into songs that somehow that is listenable for people overall, but still a little bit underground or artsy, as you say. It's pretty hard actually to find that middle, but with time you learn somehow.
Yeah, and you're not just a singer; you're also very involved in the visual, in the fashion, in art direction. When did you realize ZEVIN wasn't just a music project and it was a whole universe?
Well, from the beginning, because I always missed somehow artists that are not just like singers. Because I think when you present, it's very nice that the whole concept has your vibe.
Yeah.
And I always miss that with our artists in our region. So somehow I always, when I was like 10 years old or before, I knew I was interested in like animation and in colors and in music and stuff, but you never know which part you're gonna take. But when I started music and everything, it was always important that also I show that in visualized way and stuff. So I think from always, you just then grew when you become older, and when you're gonna become more older and with years and everything, you grew every time.
Yeah. And about your journey, you were speaking about Stromae, artists like that. Do you have any artists from the Eurovision family that shape your identity?
I wouldn't say that it shaped my identity, but who I really liked, of course, was I don't know how to pronounce him, but Daddy. This 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daddy Frère.
Then
Yeah.
yeah, then I like the song Toy.
Yeah.
I think when I saw her, she was like really popping, and I think also she has that charisma, woman charisma, and I found that amazing. Then of course Mahmoud Soldi, of course Joss Klein, Tommy Cash Karia, Baby Lasagna, and yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the spectrum, I guess.
the best ones. Let's have a little fun game, if you don't mind. First thing that comes to your mind, if you were a color,
Blue.
blue, not pink.
No, I actually don't like pink, you know what I mean? I never liked pink, but somehow then I embraced it, I think. I always thought pink is for girls. It's too cliche.
Yeah.
But yeah, very
So
fun.
blue. Okay, understood. If you were a musical instrument,
I would didgeridoo. You know what's that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and last one, if you were an emoji,
I would say sparkly emoji.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine you like that. It's okay.
Back to the artist and all this creativity. What makes ZEVIN unique today, and how do you want that to come across the first time someone sees you on stage?
What I think makes me unique that as a younger generation, I talk about problems that we don't like to talk about. But I try to somehow form it in a fun way that on the first look, it doesn't look like it's a problem, you know, but when you look deeper, you see something else. And that I love to be honest with myself and with my audience and everything. And that I want to put out self-growth and to inspire people to think, to explore yourself and everything. So that's somehow what maybe makes me a little bit different. It's mindset.
That's a good transition to your song. The lyrics of My Mind are really smart and funny at some point. You play with Balkan traditions, with family expectations, and even with the idea of working abroad, especially in Germany, very funny. Is humor and satire your natural way of making sense of all that chaos?
Yes, definitely. I think also Balkan people are just like, you know, when something is said, you trying to put it on joke.
Yeah.
That's somehow how we comprehend or something with that stuff. And I think that's in Balkan people a lot, you see. They're not gonna cry, they're gonna laugh about it, you know what I mean? And make jokes.
Maybe,
But that's nice. Somehow,
maybe
you know, everything connects people.
What we really love also is beneath the fun, colorful and campy vibe, there's something very real. This feeling of mental overload. When you think about needing a break, is music the way of your own way of pressing pause?
Of taking a break.
Yeah, taking a break,
Yeah.
putting on
That's
pause mode. Yeah.
Definitely, because I think like music creating, it's your way of expressing what you're feeling and somehow pausing stuff. Yeah. Because nobody can judge you, nobody can, you know, tell you what to do, how to do, and you can do your own stuff, whatever you want. Yeah, it's somehow an output.
We know you have applied for DORA last year with a song called Internet, but you didn't make it to the finalists, unfortunately. Did that experience shape your approach this time with My Mind?
Definitely it did.
Yeah.
Because it was funny because last year I was prepared. I had music video. It was much easier, to be honest. I thought it out a little bit more. But I knew the last year was a problem because I love in my style to use voice effects, right? And it was also that a problem why they didn't take it. But I think I'm that kind of a person. If something doesn't go, I will try better and go again, you know, and be like, okay, cool, how can I do it better? And I think we learned a lot from it, but but I didn't expect it to be honestly because I was not last year like accepted. I didn't expect this year. So then this year we had like really small time to do everything. So there was maybe that's on the bad side because I didn't expect it, you know what I mean? Maybe it could be even better if we have been prepared more. But I think also in 1 month, what we did with music video and everything, it's crazy, to be honest. So yeah.
How will you move this energy from the music video to the stage? Because you know it's a TV stage. Maybe you don't have so much freedom regarding technical limitation or stuff like that. Do you know how the staging will look like?
Well, like you know, in every part of the process. So also for this one, I talked a lot with Dora about how shots I want, what light I want, blah, 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 blah. So I've prepared a lot of stuff also for visuals and everything. So I want to somehow bring new kind of storytelling into a stage. I know I'm a complicated person because I want a lot of stuff and I'm not putting down for less work, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard when you work with people because they're even maybe there's some support or they're just like, how can we do this more simple? Of course, it's definitely hard for Dora and for production because I know I bring some stuff that maybe also production doesn't have in the end of the day. And it takes time. But until now, they're showing a lot of support and they let me be creative. Of course, we will see in the end how it turns out. But I love it because I'm gonna show this story basically like I shown in music video, something else that I will on a stage. I will basically the same story just on a different way. I will show it, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be more than people expect, I would say. Or they don't, I don't know, but it's gonna be fun anyway. So I'm really excited to see, because also it's my first time to create actually live performance like that, and to be a creative person who do all of that.
Last summer, you performed at the Sister Festival in Umag. This is where Marco, baby Lasagna, was also playing. Did you get a chance to meet together? Do you know each other?
No, I didn't had a chance to meet him. Oh. We also performed at one other festival together. I think it was also the same night or something like that, but I also didn't had the chance. It's really hard, you know, when you're on these festivals, because it's different stages. There's a lot of people and everything. It's not so simple, but definitely I've got his support now. He saw, of course, who went to DORA and everything. So I'm happy with that, to be honest.
Even if some viewers may not understand the Balkan-inspired lyrics, there's such a true energy in your music. How does it feel to connect with people through that universal vibe?
I think, you know, it doesn't matter if you know Balkan. In the end of the day, every country has their own tradition, and they know that feeling. You know your feeling from your grandmas, or like some tradition, some stuff. So I think you don't need to know about Balkan to feel what I'm saying. And everybody, you know, has that problem of going away or staying in your country, and that sadness about that. They somehow manipulate you, or they want to, you know, to be like they learned in life how to be.
Do you have any rituals to stay relaxed?
Well, I tried to put some rituals, but it's not that easy because there's a lot of work. Yeah. But in the end of the day, I just want to have fun, honestly, and do not worry about stuff. Because I think the best stuff comes if there's no pressure. I mean, no stress, of course, pressure is, but pressure is good. But to have fun, because in the end of the day, everything goes so fast. Yeah. And the most important is to have fun and to respect everything and be happy with all of that, and try our best, I guess.
When people hear My Mind live at DORA, what kind of feeling do you hope they take home with them?
I hope the feeling is, what the fuck have I just watched? I need to see that again.
Love it.
Now already when I send to my close friends, they're just like, nice. So I want feeling of I haven't seen that yet. I want them to feel, and also I want them to sing, and I want them to enjoy that. Bra, bra, bra. Let's go.
Well, I think it's the last question. If you could say one thing to all your fans in France and in Europe before your performance, what would it be?
I would just say that the thing I always say is that you believe in yourself, and that you respect yourself, and that you don't change because others people's opinion, and that it doesn't matter where you're from, that you can always try and do stuff. Yeah. So I think that's the main, and don't let anybody like change your opinions or your ideas or something, and to be true to yourself. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It was a real pleasure. I know you've got a busy schedule, so thanks again for this opportunity. And we wish you all the best on stage for next month.
Thank you so much, guys.